Okay, so we're going to splice these together.
4. Out. Beautiful thing. We had approached all of the schools in Bridgeport offering to build edible gardens, and Barnum said, let's put it in the front of the school by the main entrance. Carrots, lettuces, peas, beans, tomatoes, of course, and the food that is grown here is also used in the cafeteria. Find a good location, sheltered location, southern exposure is the best, with as much sun as possible, planting spring vegetables like peas and lettuces and things like that. Turning the beds over just before school ends and planting for fall, so that when fall comes around and the kids are back, they're harvesting what was planted in late mid-June. Raised beds are wonderful for the most production in the least amount of space.
It cannot be pressure-treated wood. It has to be just regular wood, because if you have pressure-treated, it has chemicals in it, and you don't want the chemicals to leach into your garden bed. It's really very non-technical. It requires a circular saw and a drill. 8-foot sections of lumber, you cut 2 of them in half and then screw them into an 8-foot. Then you have a 4-by-8-foot garden. So you just have to make sure that you map it out very carefully and have the correct amount of wood for the amount of gardens you're building. Make sure they're level. Then you lay down filter fiber, which is a material that you put at the bottom of the bed. It helps to retain the topsoil that you're putting in, and it also helps to prevent weeds from the underground growing up through your materials. We really try to keep it under $1,500 per garden. We get a lot of materials donated. I think not much of the produce or the vegetables, the seedlings that have been started by Gilberti's nursery. He provides a lot of the starter plants and the topsoil. But really, I think the fence is probably the most expensive aspect of it. That requires an outside labor force to install so that it's actually masterfully built and solidly built.
I'm an accountant and an organizer by nature. I really didn't know anything about gardening. My role was a coordinator, a scheduler, a planner, a cheerleader. And so I was the one that brought the lumber guy together with the city and contacted the Department of Health and contacted the Director of Food and Nutrition. The most successful gardens have been the gardens that have the largest parental support, and the staff and administration needs behind it as well. I take more than I give, I think, so that's it.